Hello everyone. Today is the day that Dawn's latest release will be up in her Etsy shop and on her website, and I will be leaving details of everything in the description box below. And it's an absolutely gorgeous collection of papers called Seaside Treasures, and so I'm going to have a little play with some of the papers. I'm just getting them out so that you can have a look at them. This one and this one. I think that's it, the starfish one. So you get the starfish, you get this one with an ombre blue, you get this one with just a huge flower on it. You get the sentiment sheet, you get sky background, you get anchors, and you get just a plain paper with which could be sea or sky. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 papers and the sentiment sheet, and you get 3 of each. They are A5 size. So I thought today we make a couple of cards. So I'm going to use this paper now. I've already cut out a couple of papers that are the same size, so I'm going to use part of the ombre and part of the flower, overall flower pattern. And I've also got some of the ephemera here from the ephemera pack. So these are the larger flowers, and they come in 5 colors, so you get 5 large ones, and then you get some smaller ones as well. You get 2 each of the smaller ones in different colors, and you get 5, you get 1 of each of the large ones. So what I'm thinking of doing is making 2 cards using these 2 pieces of paper. I'm making A6 size cards, and I'm putting these 2 together, and I'm going to cut them at an angle together. And so I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to cut it so that there's so to make sure that they are directly on top of one another. So I'm just randomly cutting them so that I get this sort of shape. Okay, so I'm bringing 1 card base and it's my bone folder, and basically what I'm going to do is going to put on 1 card, I'm going to put this, and the bottom will be this one. Okay, and then the other card will be the other way around. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down, and there won't be any white border on this card. It will be edge to edge, and I might have to trim the side down, I'm thinking, because I can see that it's hanging over on one edge. Yeah, it's just hanging over an edge, but I'll cut that when I've glued the other piece of paper down as well. So hopefully this will fit. So that fits like that on here. So this piece is slightly bigger than the blue. The blue was exactly the right size for the card, and the other one wasn't quite the right size. So that was my measuring. So you see, so I could actually just bring that down a little. So there's a slight gap there, so don't mind that, because I'm going to put a peel off there. Now where are my scissors? I'm just going to cut this off, this bit here, like so. This bit needs a bit of a trim as well. Right, okay. Now I get my peel-offs. And let's have a look, see what we can put. Thinking perhaps silver would be the best. I've got some, I don't know, some flower ones. Maybe they would look nice. Let's just try before I think they would be lovely, wouldn't they? Just along there, just to hide that, hide the gap. I've got another bit here. This is going to be covered up. A bit of this is going to be covered up anyway, so I don't mind joining the peel off in the middle. So there we are. So that's that. And what I'm thinking of is putting one of these here and just putting a sentiment. So I've got thank you and on your special day. Now it could be a landscape card, it could also be portrait, in which case this could be like that, and I quite like that actually. I'm going to cut this down a weeny bit, so let's just cut this down slightly, so it's a bit too big for me. Something like that. Yeah, I like that, so let's do that. Okay, so now the other thing that Dawn is doing during the month of July is that she's offering 30% off all her Christmas stock. And all you have to do is put a code. The code is XMAS30 when you at the checkout, and you'll automatically get 30% off anything that's Christmas related. So that's a good bargain, and perfect for Christmas in July if that's the sort of crafting that you do. So that's that. Now I would like to put something else here, and I have got somewhere I have got some dots, silver dots. I could maybe use these ones. I'll just use these ones from this peel off page. Just thinking that, you know, a few dots here and there. I could use gems, but I thought maybe today I could use these. So I'm just thinking along these lines. 3. Quite like the idea of putting one here, I'm not sure. Yes. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one. 5. So that's the first card. So we'll move that out over to the side, and I'm going to bring in the second card base and the rest of the paper. And I mean, I could do the same again, put this at the top and this at the bottom, or I could put this at the top, which I might do, and this at the bottom, or I can turn it round. If I turn it round, it's going to be, oops, no. So this is the, if I turn it round, I think it would be this way, because I quite like to have the pattern on this side. That's just me. But if it's going to be upside down, I mean, if it's going to be land portrait, then I think it could be either way. But I think I'm going to do what am I going to do? Landscape this time, just for a change. So again, I'm just going to glue my piece of paper onto the card base, like so, and the same with this one. This is the colours in this kit are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and of course, you know, the blues and everything are very sea-like, and some of the ephemera is also very sea-like, but of course the flowers and that are not so sea-like. Although I did think if we cut off the leaves, if we cut the leaves off, that could be a sea anemone. So yeah, it's quite thing. So now I'm just going to cut this down a bit. I'm really not very good at trimming, you know. So I should really have measured these pieces a little bit better before I cut them. Anyway, you have to live with what you do, don't you? So just get my longer scissors out because I can't reach this bit. And I want to make a, there we are. So that's that. So this is going to open this way. So I need some more peel-offs for here. I'm just wondering if any of these would look nice. No, these are a bit strange. I don't want to use the flowers again. I just want to try something a bit different. So let's see what else we've got. Oh, got these. Let's have a look at this. This is a holographic one. That looks nice. And it just looks as though this piece might just be long enough. Let's see. Yes, that's, well, that looks really nice there. Like that. Just cut those off. Dawn has got me into using my peel-offs. You know, when you watch Dawn, she uses her peel-offs a lot, and I think it's a great idea. Right, so I'm going to use the sentiment "thank you" on this card, and I'm wondering whether maybe to use some of these on it. Maybe to put 1, 2, 3. I think purple one, maybe something like that. Quite like that. Or can we cut those leaves off? You see, I might be able to make a cluster of 3 around it. Or the thing is, you just have to play. Oh look, I could put that there on top of there like a decoupage. Right, okay, so that's that. And I've got a blue one here. I could decoupage that one there, and then just put another one there. Do that and raise them up. Quite like that idea. So that's what I'm going to do. But so first of all, I'm going to stick down the thank you. Okay, and then I'm going to find some dimension for these. This isn't very thick dimension, so it won't be a huge amount, but I'm very aware that, you know, putting dimension on cards when you want to post them can be quite a problem. So, you know, you end up having to post it as a large letter instead of an ordinary letter, you know, and you're adding quite a lot of postage now onto it. So I always try to make my cards fit through the, you know, the ordinary letter slot rather than the large letter, because I think it's, for me, it's a waste of money to, I mean, if I have lots of dimension, of course I'll send it as a large letter, but if I can get away with it being a small letter, and I have one of those measures which lets you know how thick your card is, whether you've got it too fat. I find that very helpful when I'm making my cards. So I think in this day and age, where, you know, when we're thinking of you know, cost of living, etc., etc., the more ways to avoid extra cost is best, isn't it? So, and there's another tip that I have, that if you want to send an ATC that's got a bit of dimension and an A6 card, or yes, an A6 card and an ATC, rather than putting them in the same envelope, and which means that perhaps it goes over the width of the I can't talk today, I'm sorry. That it's too fat to go through an ordinary envelope slot, and you end up having to pay for the large letter. If you put them both separately in an A5 envelope, they will go through and you will only have to pay the lower rate. So that is an interesting fact for you if you're interested. And if anyone else has got tips for saving money on the post, I'd be very grateful to hear them. But that's what I try to do: pack my things as flat as possible, and spread them out as wide as possible if necessary, within the confines of the size of the envelope that you can send as a second class, ordinary sized, or first class, even ordinary sized envelope. I usually send my letters second class because I have found that on the whole they arrive more or less as quickly as first class. So unless something is really, really urgent, I always use second class, because again, it's a way of saving money. Don't have an awful lot of money to throw away, and I prefer to use that money maybe to give a gift or to buy supplies to make things for other people. So that's what I do. So I'm just going to try and stick this on top of here. Yep. And then which one shall we put? The beige one? I think I'm going to put the red one. No, I'm going to put the beige. No, yes, I'm going to put the red one. So I'm sorry this is taking so long putting these sentiments on. But there we go. Did I say sentiments? I meant sticky pads. And I said I can't think. It's been so hot, and I'm sure you all are the same. I'm filming this actually on the 22nd of June, so it's been so hot and so wearying. I'm sure, I know some people love the heat. Personally, I don't like it, particularly when it's very humid. It's very overbearing for me, and it just makes me more tired than normal. Yeah, I'm feeling unwell, so probably many of you are affected in the same way. Therefore, if I've been speaking nonsense, I apologize. It's just the weather, and I want Dawn to to have, for you to have a good impression of this kit. And if I'm talking nonsense, then perhaps you've already turned off the video by now. So Dawn also has her previous releases, of course, still available on her website, and other bits and pieces which she pops in from time to time. So some of her cards that she has made recently are on her website, if you're interested in those. And I noticed. So there we are. So that's that. And now I'm going to look for some silver dots to just to scatter around. So I had gold dots before, but I have got some silver ones as well. If I can find them. Here we are. And what's good about these is they're also holographic. So I'm going to put the big ones this time. So I've got one here, and one here, and something there. I don't really want this one on here like that. See if I can get it off. It's left a dirty mark, so what I'll do is I'll stick it properly on the thing rather than off it. So I just need another 2, I think. So 1 here and 1 here. So there we are. So just get rid of this, and we'll have a look at the 2 cards that I've made. I hope this has given you some inspiration, not just for this kit, but for making cards in general. And thank you all for bearing with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So these are the 2 cards that I've made. So I've hardly used any paper, as you can see. Well, just under 1 sheet of A5 really, and some of the ephemera. So this one and this one, and I think they've turned out very nicely. I have got a couple of others that I made previously, because I was doing some what's the word? I was practicing. So that's the word. So these are the ones that I made before. So they're both portrait size. No, they're both landscape, and they're just mirror images of where the papers were positioned and the sentiments for you, and enjoy the moment. So you can see the sentiments in this month's release are very nice as well. So there we are. So thank you for watching. Take care everybody, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.